Kadadrin Kokomu, or Microsoft Information Center Inform, Jakasem Information Center Dunkwa Jakasem, Messiah Information Center Oxford, Barra Information Center, Gallery Information Center Kwajoko Apia, and Abosomai local radio so ewo inform.
No more boy Ghana the shema mam na mwadwo emama kwa ba mra Denkyiraman radio e de okunu ba kwa chipo enkro kasa fidie so ena ye kita wonsa boso me a ne da tosu aduonu e wa fimpimienu ne aduonu emiesem eyaya wada twedi aprobesa yi adom no de na so wa chayen ensem wadi adencheche yesem trefo bu wo mu abuje fa wiase afa na nyina awurawura mu a akutire ne nyina de agu nkrata ase de asma pesma ka de hyemienu a e do wuso aduomi ese mu so eyi de editie sensasa wotia enkakase yi ho ensem ni mu ede ebi mu aya ebi ya de sua de bedi mu akutene bi ni
Ora tar kwashi de betudwa echese wo hwese ne kwanam so ema contractor wo si apia tedan na o nanya so pa edum pempen so bi
COVID-19 impania ya wo we ebisa wo booster wo bi okura wa ya fresher afei ni wo kopie mu ankran pompuni mantamu a anasefo bia wo ho adwala papa mo se fiti anopa ekwasi anwumre yi enipa numpe
amanya ne chirese tibreke sawada was school na ano ene wo chirese wo fandi branto kakra na enitin akasa afansemi hu
Kase betu fa kwa pie mu watoye emantamu jomoro eya mesini ho eni edro adehia ho kasa kire mu say ye suku dan jajaja enya pro aise kontebe
ukopie mu kofro mu nso a edwa bi so ma akofo penso no mo hyase ene yedwa ne pro na sampa chese skani ho
Sadansu no wasante mantamu watumfo ahene nanom hene nana kwa memesa bonsu wasi wey MPP abai not Dramani Mahama bejobo
Omiane sha ya maimu ensam ana wote ya no dia wote ni ahofo bi no so enso wote ewa kasemu ne betwapo akwa amafo kroso dia wo chese Johannesburg o South Africa memu eni ejaframa bi tima ya mechasas woso na bu se kasine nam ewiem ba ko tona no ewo nse do ya
Sekasieba ya wasumda ya fasida ema quick credit and investment microcredit limited wanum na so yasini bie na wamu si wamu timi ma besia 3000 aya 500 titika 50 million ekwa si baby a upe bia wamu de besia bi bema wo afei na wusha wadwuma si akone kopa bi wate na afei wadwuma no so wuya wonsa enso watwudware da wuya ni na agiagu quick credit so mba ma besia ni bi na wo so di ahya adwumanim ubaje besia e di akosuku akwanya da ho ubaje bisia de akoyefuo ubaje bisia de akoyeye quick credit for sabra eye gina ho agede wo hia ene Ghana card wanu si am amane se wo mu nidwa e wo ba funtinsan fidie social media bia so wo bi afra se me kasa free quick credit wo so wo bowa wo bebu kata wo so nansan kura wo bi asha quick credit atade akwa bubu obi asoma akwa defraud ne ade a quick credit for se yanka cho se enye wo moa nipa kwa atade no kwa wi ayo ton quick credit safra wonom baby a wo bia wo beba bemba obesia ne bi 0302 200 390 and 0596 920 833 quick credit for no na wakwa gibisia ne bi eneste we mensa pharmacy ho ne yetu anu papa de sa yade atu yade ase enu am kopie mo brenes mitu chama dodo edro na de ma me menum ani hrem yade na yira eneste we mensa pharmacy ebibidro ni abrofo de abuso abrofo de anu benya la atu say laxative bitters Bulletin say the heater night nurse Tam Solution any abrofo drink da ebi ehonom uba ebibidie mu akwa Mr Black Seed Oil cinnamon tree cinnamon powder Sikes immune booster power tea Mr Sikes Afric powder enafe entra 5 ya wode mami edro ni bo adwuma dodo ube wu da cha kwan e Canary Road wodu nkwa ha say over the counters and address stores no mo fra na ba bia mo bia wode nu ani bi begu ka mu dia brew friend was 0244662502 0244662502 asetina pa guest house eho ne yeda fidi gbenze empa no eso why buy tre asetina pa guest house empa na akoda so awon mpuru ka bia fa mafie guest house bi on mo ahun ukoda wo ba gira hata onam oniema na watche asetina pa guest house eho ehwan papa kwana kwada wate awo bi a waba fie bia fa no ko hye asetina pa guest house no obeda firi a wo be wanse de bia hwede no wasanso obesra wo pe ho ada wo boa ya asetina pa guest house etwa nyina fencing edan bia condition bom edan bia toilet and bathroom CCTV cameras no so etwa wo ahia security ho nsam de eda ya bempa standby generator no so wo no mo ECG fo je wo ka ne ape ne de na jivum ye ne yakoro no ne buo so da fo boko wo ba ho a ensuo wo benya bia to anonom de adokodoko nso wo benya bi ato dodo dunkwa enfuom ya wo power line ho ya bensinia kana pap no anase informatics JHS abuo na nka kofie srifi wono ni pani kwachafo wada adwumako ya no woni nni nkomo 0597 708 0597 708 na Asetinapa guest house nso ajo so sika se wo dwa Denkyiraman Rural Bank Limited wanu se bra account bia won ba bia bi di amaw wotwafa wo mo che betwa nkoso 1 cedi 2 cedi na usefun kakran afa ne beso no no atoka eye Denkyiraman Rural Bank Limited wanu se bisia bia so wanu ba ma obi treasure bills no ene eye investments awodo ni nyina bra wanu ba ya bi edi amaw wo be wo ma cha kwai Canary Road o mo ben Sisiria maternity home clinic no e Canary Road ho ena afa ayam friends so wo be hu wo mo ni OC fast food ene di nhwani mu wo se we grow with you wo mo ni obenyina bom abusua bi ka home brepam ya di munsem e ba besom na numero pesima card hye e mema nyina ni abna bedu adepa kofi ano afema bake menembra
obi dum bie owusu adiomi afen sam no munkyeremu eni.
Hi everyone, my name is the ever beautiful Adratana, and I just can't stop listening to Denkyiraman Radio 91.9 FM. Don't touch it.
Adeswama France wo eye opapambo so mendo na teso aduonu ena nyanya ntese wo eye apia cha twamantamu sambro no na tesem eye hyen a wono eno so eye topaye mu engeto ebie enso de ni achiremu ewo adwakwa mu etuf magudie ede kwakoma mo sanse eno na mo de Braston enso ewo eye mining eye sectors na mining eye companies ni mu na wobedu apia te no ye hu de kokoba ya enam soma eye okwagina piati kroni ma empo no da se wo chese eja ana ohunu ye wo hyenkani no na na nam soma odim ne ka chese wo bia nwane monwane na sadehye Ghana se yesuban ene yesu etie enie onde watwe fon tenten wo akwa video he eja na hyehyɛ na timayam ene sa de urade urade yango pogana ni na se ohuma bia wode ne fon so efa na eya to dancham kase papa wo man no ni kroni nyina edan butui senya subonto esi ensoso a aka abuto no ama kwan pra down ma eno so ko pe watakra emu ched eja padiam pempem akra hwireye enya semketoa na ne nam soma aban enso be ma de hyenso fiti ase anom ebuon no ha dwe papa saasemi de kape ne de rosem enso ena aba na nam soma ayata kwashi wana no kasadema apiati relief air committee wana mode nyama brewma wo ma paw eba sum ko bia mo gye nyama no edma de hyemo enso aka no kasa edma mo na nam so ema wo de batu dwa chese eden aba ne bon anho ba nam soma aye maximum Ghana limited isiko gifon mo so de besi dani nyina no o ene contractor mo de adwa no hyene sa no ba bia osi ne osi adwa ne se ne osi adwa na akono na nya che ho pa putaka so se oye impress se adwa na ekoso wo si pa na wasato se contractor no pempen so adu de ese ewie mu a ene oduan wo ba ba wie ne se ne ade hia wo mo so no eho kan ne betu amba ho na ne maso wachi so ba tamba be foforo na na so ma piety committee enso echese omo enso efre won so ntumi emepoa na yenkokko teta kwashi wo bra na so de nsem tudwa ebo contractor enso abaso ne nsem eni
yawo piety reconstruction side adwuma akoso wa ha no me de obisa me ameka sabani asopa sansa dan ne bebre na wo hwa adwuma akoso sisi a mostly ya finishing works edges no plastering and any amane make aka a few buildings and on roof here. A majority of the buildings have been roofed and finishing works there. But they are not on China drainages, gutters, no, and also Osha, a Koso Kama Kings Pop for Abu Mabana Besha drains na a Kama. Said your name Mercury, said Bibia to the Koso, said the Yashiana, a co area bar. Appear to be one of the best communities. I will Ghana hand for some Befoka about Abeshe. It is Obi or Pepper so the reconstruction project now. Acquind them among Koso and more. It sounds away phase 1, phase 2, no repair works. A wall, the peripheries of the Apiate community. A diner Anya completely destroyed. No repair works because so the reconstruction needs more donation to continue.
Eni akwati ye ayeta kwashi wono na okasa de ma Piety Relief Committee na enanam so ema adehia wo mo so ho ka ye ne bi so ne yetwetwe nkomo ena wo echese wo mo pa chelse pa esen perfo ne tinna twetwe Ghana fopi enso mra ena bo won esanse ahokyere bete ahokyere ku kwatotwa anwa prada so no ena ba be so mo so a so mu se kire wo ohia abaya ntomo komu no enya sam wakra
ana kere ya sa ta peti da dana sisi ana first na mo ban ana de mo bi amaska semna dina kamar sira gana mara sisi ade ahokyere abahelo kaka nka obi a obi yan mo kaka wada me hen form he di ba na de
semisi ndi o kama na mena na bi ni na menwa ndi sisi ade mena de ekona de we na da de no bi semna ni nti ono de sisi an kokwada ro ayekoyo eyekoyi nti aka mukotudie na de ba na de eye asemisi de owo mfizo mekoro ho but mekwa no wobudo a wo ye de wo ye edan na meso minya ahwade nti nkoyo operation wo fi wade minya de nkoro ho do ba na atise wati wa abobọ da wa bebre no wa ye de wa akoda no asem
aha nti wode ba Facebook na behwe wo be hunu se ase na dan no wo mafiti ase a na wo mu esie no ba pempen so akodini de no na ta question do betu dwa chese wo mania asosa Facebook Denkyiraman 1 wo ba hon ma wo sabetumi akabi na emeka wo se okwo YouTube so a at Denkyiraman TV at Denkyiraman TV afi Facebook so at Denkyiraman 1 Twitter no ma no so at Denkyiraman 1 TikTok at Denkyiraman Radio Instagram at Denkyiraman 1 nenya ade a wo koroma wo so nsa ebeka bi yato akase no so nyine ade amawo
abusia yetufo ani akopie mu ewo atoye emantamoni anyina ewo dwomoro mesini nim na opani a wono ye mrahye bedwani a wosoma de hye a wonom ewo dwomoro eye ma me dokasa fotofe na sabre na de hye kasa papa wonom buafu wudu wonom akompo isa hyehye wonom na se ya ne ubisa na sam o yes wo beyi wano a o ne su jem womo ha nyina ne say suku dan ya won potam won suku dan ni nyina da apropro sabia yese kontebe enyenyenyenyenyenye sadisuafo pa kwatena da mi aka se asemasi anaso abentinti wo ankasa no saya oba na akwatena da wo musi wankwaje adesua enkwaje tete ya entinka wo ebe ya odana musodi ana mu de mo magu kuro kasiem na agya wo mo ji adesua fine a honom mo ba mo mpasua so asabi ya ni ya wo huru ya nim sa ya ni ya wo huru kwasuro sa ya huru ko yenchemu mo ba na se ya de yansa kokuro metita ntani ya de kwatintintintin mani ase wie pa mo fa ya nya bro na nka mo de ya yedua na kasabi mo de yakwa ha mo so ma penifo ababa wo mse suku dan no afia pima hankro aduoso na 1974 na wonu mse suku dan ni si wo besi semino kasei wo mu ye innovation papa bia wo suku dan no sabre suku dan na e daf trap na si wonom na wo mu bon penifo wo mu aban mu boy ma me do kasa foto feka ho aya no mansini mu onim bibi wo mu aka wo fi wo mu sabre addition say adwumaku a ensha aban ase na sesia no wo mu to safra wonom say wo mu mesom na suku dan wo mu nya ni yefama wo mu nchimba
Trabain, Bomodina Chu and Bashayan, Yancy, a Banidi. So, a marathon here beto about school, your 12 hour. You were a election police stations, Makuma for 4. Oh, could you? If you're playing your cookies, the 12 hour school. nti sɛ nsuo tɔ na sɛ yɛto aba koraa ba wohwɛ ɛmfa na woma bɛbɛto aba ama wo wafrɛ wo president ɛmfa na wɔbɛtena na nti yɛsrɛ mo MPs na adeɛ mobɛtumi bɛhyɛ bɔ ankɛhyɛ wokɔ yɛhu bi school no ɛna asɛ yi gya afrɛ mo ma momfie MC nso tumi ɛba kurom ha bɛbra bɛhwɛ ɔsɛ na school bi ma na bɛhwɛ woyɛ
PTF na titis kam esi dan bia esi wɔ no ayɛ Wednesday sɛsi baabi a kɔbi deɛ ahoɔden no asa yɛsra ban sɛ nimani na sɛsi nsuo no tɔ a sɛne adeɛ no asi ayɛ no nsuo no tɔ a ɛgum ɛtumi wi saa na nkɔraa no ɛba school a nsuo tɔ a ɔmo ntumi ntra school dam ɔmo pɛpɛ nsuo mu sɛne anka school dan no yɛ papa mpanka nsuo no tɔ a nkɔraa no bɛwura mu no school dan nso asɛe nti nkɔraa no bɛpɛ nsuo mu akɔ nsuo mu aba nkɔraa bɛyɛ 500 school no yɛ rubbish school ɛyɛ mmienu ɛyɛ AMB nsɛsi amoa bi amanti yɛsrɛ mpanifoɔ aban ɛne wɔn a NGO support a ɔmbɛtumi aboa no ba school no mpɛm anum yɛ moma mmɔden asɛ mbɛboa
adehia wɔnom kasa yɛ adehia wɔnom ɛwɔ dwomro mensenenim ɛwɔ tɔyɛ ɛmantamu wɔn so ku adan panifoɔ nhwɛ na wɔn mra wɔn srabɛm
na yɛto akasa so ɛyɛ no mu pɛ mu ɛdɛmade agri education service ɛyɛ dwakuo mu na hwɛ yɛhomasua so ɛwɔ man mu na mania betodwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ tibre kasa oda West Africa Senior High School no ɛyɛ wansa Dr. Shine Agata Ofori menime kasa deɛ maame no matwena sensa agro na tade de gon mu sɛ maame de bre kura no wɔn fanto fam ɛkakra ɛne sɛn a wɔkyerɛ sɛ maame no wɔhyɛ no akɔkɔgye sika de frɛ disuafo a ɛnya de ampanifo na kasa wɔn kɔgye sika no fanfo hɔ no mu na kitansa bosum ne de ne to so do nkura no da ɛna ɛyɛ manebo efri gun krata so pia bonten a Ghana Education Service de betu ja kyerɛ Dr. Forie Shine Agata se de wonyan bibia enso enfama ɛyɛ enkramantam opanyi kwankyɛfo a wɔde homasua no enso ano meche Greater Accra Regional Director ɛyɛ education na wɔna na se de oba bedi was school ni so ɛso na nhwemu so agu akwamu na ɛwɔ sansem ya ne dia be ya protocol sesi interdiction aka no matwena sensen ɛna nam so ɛma ehyemude bi ɛkɔ so ne nyasam keto ani bra na ɛba ya ne bere so gyanan kan behu president adema ɛyɛ na grant ɛyɛ enje kabonu na enje kabonu no gyan simpie na paso mo kyerɛ hwɛ mo ne no mo kyerɛ adia ya twentwe ɛyɛ Dr. Shine Agatofori ɛso asensem wɔn fa ne de branto no mu me kan maka ne pen amna simpie ma kyerɛ sɛ ya wɔn manufo ne bi wɔn ma schools bi wɔn ma mo gisika ɛde free manufo ne bi wɔn ɛna no akyi so krampo no ɛyɛ manufo na bi nso aba adekyerɛfo no man kasa ɛnso bɛka sɛ wɔn mo kwan mo so no entwe sika ɛnso ɛmfa ɛma na etimunya ne mo gyan ma mo keka ne school mo ka ho asɛm ya wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔn agye sika di free ɛyɛ adesuafo na sɛ wɔn agye sika di free awofo wɔn bi no ministers ne MPs ɛma ɛna kɔ school no a me no kasa wɔn mo gye ɛyɛ sika edi free awofo no mo edi ntina ne de yɛntumi hunu na yɛnkɔ ne kyetiri ne gyentini tietie nyane sɛ sika mo gya mo se resource a ɛsɛ school nya no enya de abani provide etemu benya sɛ so moche enso edifa awofo no enche kabono ne nyabere papa wode sansem enso tu edwa
and then by extension the government of Ghana will say they are not aware. We have schools names of which I don't want to mention that collect money from parents or parents mobilizing themselves to contribute money for the upkeep of the schools, and we have ministers and government officials whose children attend those schools and they contribute to the payment of these monies. What is the reason for this recent development in our schools? Resources that are supposed to be sent to the schools by central government are not forthcoming. The resources are not reaching the schools. And we have recurrent expenditure to do with repair and replacement of school furniture, broken infrastructure, electricity bills, water bills, the provision of sanitary materials such as detergents and so on and so forth to keep schools running. We also have the need to provide teaching and learning materials to ensure that the purpose for which students come to school is fulfilled. When parents visit the schools, school authorities open up the realities of the school to the parents, and responsible parents begin to gather themselves through the leadership of the PTA to contribute towards the provision of some of these needs. Let me also tell you that there are schools that parents contribute towards feeding, to augment the feeding situation in the school. It is a common practice all over Ghana these days. As I speak to you, schools regularly have intermittent power outages as a result of shortage of units on their prepaid. Government is in arrears several months and is not paying these amount of monies for the schools to be able to run. Therefore, the situation as we find ourselves is stemming from the fact that government is not fulfilling its responsibilities of sending adequate resources to the schools. And the parents have come in to fill the gap by mobilizing themselves and contributing to the welfare of
Angel Kabono as a traswana wa chasa wabasa susu dia dwa na wachira abane sem awufo na bia mpo enene o mama twen se enyema bi nko yie na enyema bi so enwedwe yie eto mo betwetwe sika na mo de ahwemo emma enso ewo school sa wodo sanse enyema bi a ekafu ano na ema na ebo peme enso school mo school ne ekonka no enya dia sa nema ne eba wo sa Fred General Education Services sem wo mo hwani mu na mame eye Dr. Shine Agata Ofori enmani mi yo mo fani sini sibre pejan sini sibre wonya kuntu sini ena wonya dan wonya dalo ema wakoko tiato se an ene watato tinu mu yina efron mu wose ma me ne kwanye wonam so no schools bi so ewo mamu a wo mu gisika na bi on peso bebotin eto mo fa ma me ne dibran san fana de nhye nsam na onkonkota se nyina dwuma na aba na oso mo pa che se omunima na okay obi se wo aba ne se wate aye taso sa wodo a wo mu nam schools a wodo mu hese nyema be kwankan eti aba no so mo taso na wehene wo mu che se dinia ko schools a enam so schools a wodo nyema bi ase nkomo kaso anima eno so no school to run na enkoye no wo mo so mu hu ana eje kabonu buafu.
There are schools that parents have mobilized themselves to contribute money towards the welfare of the teachers or to motivate the teachers in these times that final exams are being written. Private classes in schools are going on because the distorted school term and the semester is created an avenue where parents want their children to make up for lost time as a result of the distorted school calendar that we are experiencing. And I'll be very surprised that the government of Ghana is not using its security agencies to identify these problems and report same to it so that they find solution to the problem. We should all stop burying our heads in the sun like an ostrich to pretend that everything in the schools are rosy. Therefore, when you just identify the case of only one school, due to the fact that a parent goes to sit on an FM radio station to create the impression that parents are being forced, and as a result of that, the head of the school is interdicted, you are not solving the problem by just isolating one person and just picking that person as a scapegoat. The problem is bigger than West Africa Senior High School. The problem is distributed nationwide, and we think that it is absolutely wrong and unacceptable for heads of schools to be identified individually in the case that we are talking about. Government of Ghana, there is a need for us to sit down with stakeholders to review the free senior high schools. Our schools are deteriorating very fast. There is an upsurge of private senior high schools in this country because they are beginning to be answers to the fact that our free senior high schools are not providing what it's supposed to provide. Plead with government for government to take the most pragmatic decision in the interest of education. We also call on the Ghana Education Service to immediately reinstate the headmistress of West Africa Senior High School and any other headmistress or headmaster in similar situation. Thank you very much.
Yes, Asepa Angel Kabono was your president. Edema Eyana Grata. And I didn't send me to that. Wafre, Abana says, Abasa Dianini one man. Woka said, no, and ye, Abana secret to Mumma Amania, Nanya secret to Krona, who said, Yaman Koye, I was Christian of Baba Amania. Nowadays we're going to Ghana Education Service. Moon, who say, Dr. Shine Agata Ofori, Umfanis Nisibre.
Na abusuana grateful ewie wanu muhia mudie ye yepe a wamosra ya Ghana Education Service for wasa mo hye na maame Agata Shine ofori muntamu no sansu fani sinisibre omo wie yepe na PRO edema Ghana Education Service maame Cassandra Chum ampofo wono so begina monten so no so hwe ora Angel Kabonu ewudi etie me pa na ne panifo muntie wase bepiamu e Ghana sisi na free SHS na enu a na di ahim na na Nyankopɔn kufa do na baya da menti free SHS akoda bia ekobi na monim dia eya Dr. Shine Agata Ofori awa no yeti brekese awa da West Africa ye senior high school ano wo ye wo gigisika efri emofra no wade suafo emofra no gigisika wo mo ho no wo ye no compulsory e dia ma bofra bia sa bofra betu ya no dia motivate achercherefo so wo mo gi wo mo pay dada esi dan ana school ye say ye free na mofra be school aba be sua de na kwakwa gigisika free wo no ho esi wo motivate achercherefo ye enti ana wo mo atam no esi won tena nchen no mo hwehwe asem ni mu yie ma me Cassandra Chum ampofon sam no say ana Denkyiraman radio kase yeto aso ama wo.
That can only be done after we are done with the investigations and then we know the outcome. The findings would come to us at the headquarters, and then where there is a need for us to get a GS Council approval, we will do so. Of course, when we do after the investigations and it proves otherwise, or probably whatever that we initially established is not confirmed, then why not? We did things for some other schools that we interdicted, before we interdicted, we established a famous party against them for the allegations that we received. And so we have to finish with the investigation. But for us, let me establish that West Africa Senior High School headmistress was interdicted because of the allegations that we received concerning the levies that she was charging in the school. You know, we at Ghana Education Service do not have any problem with parents' associations coming together to contribute money. What we have a problem with is the fact that if you, when the monies are made compulsory, when the levies are made compulsory, that across board all of you should pay this amount of money, and if you do not pay, in the case of us, they were paying 100 cedis for teacher motivation. Teacher motivation is being paid by government. It is part of the PSHS package. However, if parents want to even add on so that the teachers get that extra motivation, that is fine. But if you make it compulsory that if you do not pay, then for senior high schools, they will not be, their clearance forms will not be signed. And so you are compelled to. That is what we have a problem with. Parents can contribute, but it shouldn't affect the students in any way. The students must enjoy the teaching and learning, whatever that he or she is enjoying in the school, without any interference. West Africa Senior High School, apart from the teachers' motivation, they are also paying 50 cedis for parent support fees. And if you do not pay, again, your clearance will not be signed, even if you finish with your last paper. And we all know back in the day, you need everything. Your clearance form must be signed. All departments must clear you before you can leave. So why should that be so? So let me put on record that we do not have any problem with
Openi awani amansadi eyenkita ho ewo eyaso ya wanom eno amhwa ngomesua ho ensam so na afei eye adwumaku a ewo aban mu a wamo ehwa ngomesua ho ensam so ma me Cassandra Chum ampofo ene kasayi ebusua yanto asonkopie mu ewo asante emantamu na asebwe no emu eya yi kakra na yankopie mu ewo otumfo ahene nanom hene na kwa me mesa bonsu wakasapa na asem a wakanyina ne sei wose ebra na Ghana mampani dada John Dramani Mahama eti benwa iso na woni NDC amanyoko emefamiamia ejo wonmu ebu amamwei ubepie mu wasante emantamu a wose wo bo adwuma papa ene wunya du asante mantamu na bisa se NDC fuade a wamu ye bi ni no obi a kire ne sadadada no o kire obi na